Hello and welcome. This is Mary Howard doing another midday scope. I know it's hard for people to come in and join, so I'm hoping if you're watching on the replay. I'm going to feature Quizlet today. Hello and welcome. We're going to talk about Quizlet today, which might be something people are familiar with, but you might not be familiar with this brand new beta thing that they came out with on Quizlet, and I'm loving it. It is super cool. So let me turn this around and introduce myself, and I'm going to get right to it for you. Hi, if we haven't met, my name is Mary Howard. I'm a 6th grade teacher and I teach on the little pork chop of an island near Niagara Falls, New York. Love sharing technology and sharing great ways to integrate things into your classroom. So thank you for the hearts. Today I'm talking about Quizlet. I don't know if you want to show me with hearts or show me in the comments if you're familiar with Quizlet, because that'll give you a better idea of where to start. Good morning. Yes, it's kind of good afternoon here. It's 1 o'clock here in Western New York. So good morning. Don't know if you're familiar. Yes. People have heard of Quizlet, and it kind of has this reputation of being flashcards, just flashcards for kids, digital flashcards for kids, and it's helpful. My students really like it for that purpose, but I've actually discovered a bunch of things you can do with Quizlet that are even more interactive and more, dynamic than just flashcards. So I'm going to quickly turn this around and show you what I discovered today and give you a little overview of Quizlet if you're not familiar with it. So, oh, by the way, I have tab issues. I know I have tab issues. I've got like 20 tabs open on my computer right now. At any given time, you just never know how many tabs are open. Hi, Martha. Thanks for joining. Come on. Okay. So if you're not familiar with Quizlet, Quizlet is a flashcard sort of an application. It is free. I've been using it, I want to say, for 8 years. And for every study unit that I have with my kids, I create Quizlets. And yes, so I create Quizlets, and they love them just because it's just a great way for them to review for vocabulary. So we're doing an ancient Rome unit right now, so we've got things like checks and balances and all sorts of Rome terms. Pretty basic. Pretty helpful all by itself. Some of the things I like to do with Quizlet, though, are actually at the top of the screen. They've got several different methods of strategies you can use with Quizlet. There's Learn. There's actually a spelling one where it'll state the word and the kids can type the word in response. It can create printable tests. One of the ones I love is Scatter. My kids love to play this game. Now, I have a smart board. I'll show you up here. It shows up on the smart board, and what the kids will do when I start the game, I line them up in front of the screen, and there is a timer running. And I let one kid at a time come, and you have to drag to make a match. So let's see, this is a forum is not tuum plus tuum. Oh no, it's a Roman public meeting place. So what you do when you drag it over, it disappears. Oh, let's see, this is actually the Alps, and I don't want to shake you around too much. I'll go down here to show you. So when you drag it to that spot, it disappears. So the kids get kind of into this frantic frenzy on the smart board, trying to get these things all matched up in time. And then I let a second group go up, and as the timer's ticking away, I see which group can beat which other group's time. They love this. They beg to play this game. But that's not even the new feature that has just come out on Quizlet. I highly recommend you trying it. That alone is a quick little fix, and you'll have the flashcard set that you can embed on your website. Are those the same words from your cards? Yes, that's why I love it. It takes your flashcards that you've created and it makes these different games and tests based on your bank of cards. I'm real big on like customizing things from my set of vocab that I'm using with the students. And I just embed the link right on my website for this, the kids to use at home so they can practice this at home because it's a free website. It does not require anything to log in. You click the link. Yes, Scatter does work on the Quizlet app. I use it in study halls. I'll say, guys, take an iPad and plug away, and they like that. It looks different than this Scatter. So the Scatter on the desktop has a little more of an interactive feel. The one on the iPads is more like squares, boxes that are side by side, but it still does the same thing. It's sort of like a almost concentration style of Scatter game. But what I discovered today is this new beta thing they came out with, and it's called Quizlet.live. And if you've played Kahoot, it's kind of like the same concept of Kahoot. And what it is the students go, and you can do this if you happen to be sitting at a desktop if you want to play along. The students go to Quizlet.live, and they have to enter this 6-digit code. And what's really neat about it is I actually built a class. These are my students, and I'm going to show you how they can play. I've got Oh, Be Quiet, Surely You Just, Chet Propelled. My class wants to know if this is live. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So this is the class that I built. And so what happens is, if you start this Quizlet live game, what's girl code? What's your girl code? Oh, what's your code? My Quizlet live code? Is that what you're asking? Not sure what you're asking. But this is Quizlet.live. If there are people that want to join in and play this game, I can wait a second if people want to join on in. This is Rome. That's something you're studying. So they'll type this code in on Quizlet.live 119732. Cool, I'll wait for your name to pop up. But what's kind of tricky about it is you do sort of have to be in the same room. There you are. Hi, Heather. We'll give this a try. You never know. Maybe we'll discover something new together. So I'm going to start this game with 7 students. Aw, dang it, lunchtime and kids wanted to do. Oh, maybe next time. That would be a really fun thing to set up between the classes, wouldn't it? Okay, so create game with 7 students. I want you to see how this works. And what it does is it puts your students into teams. So now I've got the team of ostriches that Shirley, you just, Chet propelled, Mary 2 and Mary 3. And then there's the team of alpacas. Oh, be quiet, Mary 1 and Heather. So here we go, Heather. We're going to see if we can do this. So when you start the game, and Heather, if you're looking at this, it should show up on the screen that you've got questions being asked. And I'm going to go over here to where I've set up these computers so you can see how the kids would do this. Okay. So, and Heather, I don't know which group you're in. So I've got Heather, are you in methods to balance power? Is that what your screen says? Or does it say languages that come from, oh, you're the alpacas. Okay, so this is ours. So here we go. We've got languages that come from the Roman language. Now the team has to work together. So I happen to have the answer to this question. Languages that come from Latin, the Roman language, is Romance languages. So I answer that for my team, and my team gets credit. Nobles actually is on my screen. I happen to have the answer to this one too. But we're going to come up with one that either Heather or Mary 1 has. So let's see. This is the empire that felt Rome was too big to rule by one emperor and split Rome into eastern and western halves. So I don't know, Heather, if you have... Oh, good. Wow, I'm impressed. That was fast. A council of wealthy and powerful Romans that advised cities' leaders. Yay, Heather! I don't have it on this screen. I've got 6 computers sitting here. Oh, no, we got it wrong. Heather, did you do that? No, I'm actually kind of glad you did because it shows us all what happens. My kids were playing this earlier and they were so distraught because it starts you from the beginning. And I love that because you're collectively learning. So I like that cooperative component of you know, you have to start from the beginning. And then on the smart board, I'm going to turn this around so you can see, there's that competitive element. So these little things kind of go up, up as one team is beating the other. So they, yeah, there we go. So they got all excited and they were all worked up as they're competing against each other. And what I have not found any limitation. I don't know who else is doing all this. Is this you, Heather? There's no limitation to the number of teams it will create. Thank you, that it will create. So it's really cool, and I just discovered this today. I think Quizlet is just doing a beta version of this, but didn't pay a dime for it, was able to just pop it on up in the screen, and we tried it right away with an existing bank of cards that we had. So really, that's all I wanted to show you was this, and I hope someone else tries it, because I am super excited. We're going to be doing this again next week in my social studies class. So let me turn this around, see if there's any questions. Any questions or any comments or any snide remarks? No, keep those. Huh? Yes, give it a try. Give me some feedback. Let me know if it's working. Snapchat. If you want to snap at me, I'm at Mrs. Howard118. I've been trying really hard to do more snapping. And yeah, Heather, let me know how it goes. I will also let you know how it goes in my class. So I have kids coming in a few minutes, and I'm so glad you all tuned in, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you. I love having people watch. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.